68 teams, 1 trophy, and 0 second chances. March Madness 2025 isn't just about dunks or buzzer beaters. It's about decisions, the kind that happen in split seconds, under more pressure than most of us will ever face. The kind of decisions that don't just win games, they define legacies. Sound familiar? It should, because it's the same mindset used by the world's top pro gamers. You see, elite athletes and elite gamers aren't just fast, they're calculated. They don't just play the game, they read it. They anticipate, they adapt. They trust instinct built from thousands of hours of focused repetition. Whether it's Caitlin Clark launching a logo 3 with a hand in her face, or a CS2 player clutching a 1v5, the brain behind the move is operating on a whole different level. Let's break it down. It all starts with anticipation. Watch Juju Watkins. By the second quarter, she already knows how the defense moves. She's not reacting, she's studying. One shift in a defender's hips, and she knows exactly which way to drive. It's not guesswork, it's recognition. That's the same skill Valorant pros use when reading enemy rotations. They're not just watching the screen. They're seeing patterns most people miss. Houston's Jamal Sheed is a master of this. His ability to read passing lanes? Ridiculous. Not because he's guessing, but because he sees the play develop before it happens. That's what a League of Legends jungler does with cooldowns. Champions don't play on instinct alone. They train their mind to recognize the game before it unfolds. Then comes pressure performance. But let's be real, anticipation is only part of the story. What happens when pressure hits? Because that's where most players crumble. Champions? They dial in. Picture this. Stefan Castle at the line. Game on the line. Everyone watching. Pressure thick enough to cut with a knife. But his breathing, slow. His eyes, locked in. Just like a CSGO pro during the final round of a major. Hand shaking, heart pounding, but brain crystal clear. Because pressure doesn't paralyze them. It focuses them. Camila Cardozo switching roles mid-game, from post to point, is no different from an Apex Legends squad changing comp mid-match. It's fast adaptation, not scrambling but pivoting with confidence. Because high-level players aren't married to one plan. They prepare for change, and they welcome it, never ignore gut instinct. But even that isn't the secret sauce. Want to know what really separates champions from the rest? It's gut instinct. That sixth sense that tells you where to be, what to do, and when to do it. Caitlin Clark launching a 30-footer when logic says no, but momentum says yes? That's not luck. That's intuition shaped by thousands of reps. That's her brain recognizing spacing, timing, and defender hesitation in milliseconds. That's trained reaction. Gamers live here too. Fighting game pros that react to moves before they're visible. A Warzone player who just knows someone's about to push their flank. These moments look supernatural, but they're really subconscious mastery. Repeated exposure, reviewed footage, deep learning, until instinct becomes the fastest processor in the room. Here is the takeaway. Here's the truth. Intuition isn't magic, it's memory. It's your brain matching patterns in real time, faster than conscious thought. And you build it by watching your own footage, by studying your mistakes, and by grinding with intention. But let's zoom out for a second, because this mindset, it's not just for sports or gaming. This is the playbook for life. You can use anticipation to lead a business pitch, reading the room before you speak. You can stay calm under pressure when things go off track, just like a tournament player calling a timeout with 10 seconds left. And you can trust your gut in high-stakes moments, because you've done the prep. You've seen this before. You're ready. Whether it's in a job interview, on a first date, or making a huge life decision, you can apply the exact same principles. Study before the moment, breathe in the moment, and act with instinct, not impulse. So if you're watching this thinking, I'm not an athlete, I'm not a gamer, this doesn't apply to me, think again. Because champions aren't born, they're built. Built through every decision, the small ones, the hard ones, the ones nobody sees. And if you can level up the way you make decisions, you level up your whole life. Now, here is your challenge. The next time you're in a pressure moment, don't just react. Pause, observe, Predict, then move. Watch how fast your confidence grows. Watch how sharp your focus becomes. And watch how others start noticing that something's different about you. Because once you learn to think like a champion, in gaming, in sports, in life, you'll realize something powerful. You don't need more time. You need better decisions. And that's the mindset that wins championships. Thanks for watching, hustlers. Keep sharpening your skills, making smart choices, and always striving to be a champion. I'll catch you in the next one. Let's heal, hustle, prosper together.